I'm Isabel Cruff, and this is my sheep brain dissection. So right here is the cerebrum and the cortex, and then there's the three mater layers. The top is the, well, I peeled it back, but you can probably see right there. The top is the dura mater, and then the middle is the arachnoid layer, and then the last bottom layer is the peta mater. And then we have these little grooves, which are the sulci, and then the gyri up here. And then this long line is the medial longitude fissure, or the vermis. And then there's four lobes. There's the frontal lobe, parietal lobe, temporal lobe, and then occipital lobe. And then the cerebellum is right back here, which controls the muscle and balance coordination. And then here is the brain stem. It's up a little bit. Here's the brain stem. And then right here is the medulla, which contains sensors for the heart rate, blood pressure, and respiration. It also reflex center for sneezing, coughing, and more. And then we have the pons, which is right here, which contains nerve tracts that connects the cerebellum with other parts of the brain and the spinal cord. And then the spinal cord is right down here. And then we flip it over, and then we have the optic chiasma, which is the crossing of the optic nerves. And then there's 12 cranial nerves on the bottom that all leave the brain. And then right here, we have the olfactory bulbs, which contain cell bodies of neurons that synapse with neurons of olfactory nerves. And then we look inside. I'll take this side. We have white matter, which is right here, and then the gray matter. You can see the white matter making up this tree-like design, which is called the arbor vitae, and the gray matter around it. And then I made this cut here, which it might be hard to see, but there is the white matter you can see right here, and then the gray matter again on the outside. The gray matter contains cell bodies and dendrites, and then unmyelated axons, and then the white is bundles of myelated axons with within the brain and the spinal cord. And then when we get to the ventricles, there's 4 ventricles. We have ventricles 1 and 2, which are under the septum pellucidum, which I have removed. And then I'll also point out the choroid plexus, which contributes to the production of cerebrospinal fluid, which is right in here. And then the 3rd ventricle is right here above the thalamus, and that connects to the cerebral aqueduct, which goes down here. And then the 4th ventricle is right here. And then we have the corpus callosum, which connects the 2 hemispheres, which is right here. So this connects both parts. And then the dicephalon, which is made up of the thalamus, which is right here. And the thalamus serves as sensory relay center. And then the dicephalon is made of the thalamus, and then also the hypothalamus, which, hold on, let me remember. Oh, it's a response for regulation and maintenance of internal homeostasis. And then we have the hypophysis, which controls a number of endocrine glands and is under the hypothalamus, but it's cut off. So it'd be like right around here, and it kind of hangs off. And then we have the hippocampus, which is involved in emotional states and converting short-term to long-term memory loss. And that all surrounds the hypothalamus. So that's like all around here. And then last but not least is the midbrain, which is right here. And that is my sheep brain dissection.